Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to our series all about momentum. In the first video, we talked all about starting momentum, what this series is all about, the definition of momentum, and why it is important when it comes to your goals. And this video is going to be about keeping that momentum. So that small step that we picked in video 1, you've done it. You've started that small step and now you want to keep going. You want to keep building on that small step and keep that momentum train going. I'm going to give you my 3 biggest tips on how to make sure you keep your momentum going throughout the year. And so you are not part of the majority of people that give up on their goals by February. So number 1, don't get mad, don't exit out. You've got to keep them small. So even though I did talk in the first video about how we want to build that momentum strength so that we can level up and increase our goals, I still want you to keep them reasonable. I still want you to keep them small. If you immediately go from, let's say you're focusing on water, right? And unfortunately my water is very empty and I need to go fill it up. But let's say you're working on your water goal and you said, okay, I hear you, Laken, small. Even though I really want to be drinking 3 to 4 of these per day, right now I barely get through 1. So I'm gonna set my goal to do 1 and I'm gonna consistently focus on doing 1. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, 1's going really well. I'm doing it. And then you jump to 3. How well do you think that's gonna go? I want you to keep it small. Go from 1 to 1.5. I know that half doesn't feel like that much more, but that is 50% growth over your original water goal. So it is still significant. So keep your goals small and increasing them in a small amount. While it is about building up, and we did all the math in video 1 about how much, I could have done a water example about how much water, oh my gosh, can you imagine like how many pools would be if you drank how much water over the course of the year? It's a good example. But more importantly, it's building your confidence. I want you to know that you can do it. I want you to have that confidence in yourself that you can accomplish your goals, that you do follow through on what you say you're gonna do. And that comes from keeping your goals small. Number 2 is to check in with your goals every day. Now, hear me out, because I am normally the person that says there is nothing that you can do every single day. And I stand by that. With the exception of like sleeping and breathing, most things and habits, you're gonna miss days. Life is gonna happen and you're gonna miss days. So when I say to check in with your goals every day, I don't mean do the exact same thing every single day. What I mean is do something that keeps your goals going, that keeps your momentum going, that keeps your mind focused on your goals every single day. And I'm gonna give you some ideas and some suggestions. And these are just ideas. You could do 1, you could do some, you could do none of these and pick something totally different. You could pick one thing based on this goal this week, and then next month, you could pick one of these options based on your current goals this month, and then next month you pick something different. These are just some ideas of how to keep your goals at the forefront of your mind. So the first one could be progress, like actually taking action on your goals, doing that 5 minutes of reading, drinking that 1 bottle of water, right? Those small steps, that could be checking in with your goals every day. All I'm asking is that you do something goal related daily, and making progress is a great one. That is a great option to keep that goal train going. The next one could just be checking in with your goal planner. If you're here, you probably use some sort of goal planner, goal setting tool. I have my own goal planner that I have created that I absolutely love and works the best for me, but I know a lot of you have other goal planners and tools that you prefer to use for you and your goals, and I love that. Checking in with your goal planner is a great way to keep the momentum going. Now, that check-in may just be acknowledging that you didn't do anything yesterday. That's fine. I didn't say do something every day. I said check in with your goals every day. So just check in with your goal planner. And maybe you need that planner somewhere that you see it often. I happen to have mine hanging above my desk so that I always see it. When I sit down to work, there's my goal planner, my personal goals, and I check in with it. Maybe it's in your bathroom mirror. Maybe it's on your nightstand. Maybe it's on your kitchen table. Wherever you are going to be reminded to look at it, checking in with your goal planner is a really good step to make sure that you're following through on your goals. Actually, the first time that I set like true annual goals instead of like New Year's resolutions that I was not gonna follow through on, I actually set an annual goal to do my, check in with my goals. Like it was an overarching annual goal to make sure that I did goals. And what that entailed was at the very beginning of the year, having a daily habit to check in with my goal planner, because I knew that if I consistently checked in with my goal planner every day, Didn't mean I was perfect and did all the steps, but if I checked in with it, I would keep going and I would keep that momentum that I built up. Another idea could be to write down a win or a gratitude. I know a lot of us that do some sort of daily, even if it is just one word, doesn't even I almost said one sentence, but it doesn't even have to be one sentence. It could be literally one word of something that went well that day, something that you're thankful for, something that you love. There are so many places that you can do this. I personally use a 5-year journal to do a daily gratitude, but so many goal planners come with a monthly layout. And I've actually thought this year about using that monthly layout for a goal-related win. What is a goal-related win that I can jot down every single day? And even if it is really silly small, still acknowledging that I did something, that is going to keep my momentum going. And there might be days that I do nothing and my win was just that I got out of bed or that I kept a small human alive, but a win is a win. Another great option to check in with your goals is to share your goals and to talk to people about your goals. And I know that that can be scary. You're like Laken, you talk about your life on the internet. It probably doesn't freak you out to talk about goals. I'll be honest, I'm a lot more comfortable sharing my goals in my life with you than some of the people I'm closest with. There will be people in my life who don't watch my channel and they will find out via an Instagram post about something. They're like, I had no idea, because I'm not as good about talking about it in my everyday life with the people I'm close with. And so I totally get that. So maybe it's not those people, maybe it's me. Come talk to me. Tell me your wins. I am here to listen to you talk about your wins. You can send me an Instagram DM. You can comment on a video and share your wins with me. The other thing to keep in mind is you don't have to necessarily share all of your goals with the same person or the same people. I have different friends that I share different goals with, right? I have a really good friend who owns her own business. When I have business related wins, that's who I talk to about business things, and that's who I go to with business wins. I have another really good friend who's a mom whose son is 1 month apart from my daughter. And so I talk to her a lot about milestones and mom related wins and things. And those are ways that I can keep talking about my goals, but it's not necessarily all one person. So those are just some ideas. There are 1,000,001 ways that you could keep going and check in with your goals. But if you make it an effort to do one small thing every day, whether that's checking in, talking to somebody, or actually making a small step of progress, that will keep your momentum going. And the last tip I have to keep your momentum going is that you need to be able to see progress. Some goals, you can see the progress and it's very obvious, right? You can see your house getting less cluttered. You can see your clothes fitting looser. You can see your bookmark moving in the book or the percentage at the bottom of the Kindle. But most goals are not like that. Most goals, you're not going to see the progress until you get pretty far into it, or even if ever, without you acknowledging that you've made that progress. So you have to have a methodology that you are able to see the progress that you are making on your goals. So I'm going to give you some ideas on how to see progress. This is also not a one size fits all. There are going to be some methods that are better for you because of your personality, and some methods that are going to be better for different goals. But I'm giving you this laundry list of options, not a laundry list of things to do. So one is a goal planner, obviously. You have a goal planner, and that is how you see your progress. That is one of my big ones, is that I can see the check marks that I am making progress on my goals on my goal planner that hangs above my desk. That's for my personal goals. For my business goals, I use a Kanban board. The Kanban board allows me to take my projects for work and break them down into smaller tasks and then move those sticky notes over. And then I can literally see the progress that I am making on my work projects by seeing the sticky notes move across. Another one is a habit app. Maybe I'm just listing all the things that I do. I almost do all of these in some capacity for various goals. So I do have a habit app on my phone. It's literally called Habit. And I have a handful of habits that I track there because I like to see it on my home screen. It reminds me that it's something I want to do, and then I can see when the little circle gets closed. Maybe you have a goal that has a separate tracker or a separate checklist. I've started creating separate trackers for my business overarching quarterly goals. And that way I can set numerical goals and then check off. I use a dot pen, and each little circle represents a number. And then as I hit those numbers, I check it off. For some of them, I may not get all the way till the end, but when that's hanging above my desk and I can see all those check marks, I can see the progress that I've made, and it encourages me to keep going even if I can't get all the way to the end. Another option could just be seeing the progress in your daily or your weekly planner. Is there a place that you can specifically track your goals in your planner, or just acknowledging all the things you got done in a day or in a week? Just look at your planner and be like, Look at all that progress I made. How often is it that you get to the end of the day and all you're doing is thinking about the things that you didn't do? And instead of acknowledging all the things you did do and all the things that you did accomplish. You could also make a separate wins list like I was talking about earlier. That is an option for checking in, but it's also a way to see progress, right? When you're writing your wins in a special wins tracker, and whether that's a specific tracker for it or a monthly layout and a goals planner, but you're writing your wins, that list of wins is tracking progress that you're able to see. Another idea that came up during one of the goal setting workshops was to create an accomplishment board, almost the opposite of a vision board. Now we were kind of talking about how you can combine them. So you start with your vision board and they're movable. And so you have like the things that you want to do. And then as you do them, you move them over to the accomplishment board, almost kind of like a Kanban board, but more visual, like pictures instead of actual words. Or you could just have a blank board, and then as you accomplish things, you put things on there. Again, whether it's pictures that you print out or just you jot it down on a sticky note, but creating this overall accomplishment board for the month, the quarter, whatever it is. I really do love that idea and the member of our community who came up with that. So those are the 3 tips as it comes to keeping momentum. What I want you to do is I want you to just pick one. Which one of these is the one that you think is going to have the biggest impact on your momentum? Is it making your goals smaller? Is it checking in with your goals in some capacity every single day? Or is it seeing progress? Which one of those do you feel like you're maybe not doing a great job of and that would make a difference? And then depending on which one you pick, I want you to come up with what is the follow-up action step, right? So if it's keeping your goals small, which of your steps do you need to make smaller? If it's checking in with your goals every day, how are you going to do that? What is the small step that you're going to take every day? And if it's tracking your progress, how are you going to track your progress? What is the step that you're going to take to track your progress on your goals? And that is how you keep your momentum going. Our last video will be all about restarting that momentum when you do stop for whatever reason. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Let me say that again. Sorry, this truck behind me is being very loud. I'm making on those work projects. Let me say it again.